Hello, 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 lovely people of the YouTube.
Highways and byways.
Welcome to my garden spot. I have a lot of maintenance to do. I have a lot of things to do, but I chose to come outside early to get my day started in this garden. It has been neglected. Well, not really neglected. I just can't get to it because we've had so much rain. There's so many weeds out here. There's flowers blooming out of my greens. What do you call that? They're oh, I can't think of it right now. You know what they're doing. Seeding, I guess. I need to chop those off. I need to weed. We had a big storm yesterday and it knocked down my tomatillos. Just lots going on, and I need to do just a little maintenance. So this large, tall netting that I have right here, I took that from the tomatillos and eggplants right here because I covered them up before thinking they need to be pollinated. And if they're covered up, can nothing get in there to pollinate them, right? So I took that off, and this way I can get in here and it's too dense. I can get in here and pull some of these out. But this is, I stood these up here. I stood those up. They were all knocked over this way from the storm, but I've yet to stand these up. So I've got to stand these up. And before I stand them up, I'm going to get down in there and pull some of them out. It's just too many, and then stake them up. And see, that's that little thing that eats up your stuff, isn't it? What is that? Some kind of doggone beetle. Y'all see that? Mhm. I got answers for him. I'll show you in a minute. But I'm just going to take you on a quick garden tour. Tixie asked me to do so. She hasn't been here for a while. I don't know. Hope she's all well and everything's going good with her. But I've been seeing her lately, and she asked for a garden tour update. So there's my celery, grown from indoors, started indoors from the grocery store, and I'm assuming this big tall thing is. I'm thinking it looks like a marigold, but good gracious, it's tall. So I don't know. Those are marigold leaves. Do they get that big? I don't know. I have no idea what this is. It's volunteer. I don't know if it's anything to eat. I don't know what it is. Y'all tell me because I'm ready to pull it because I really don't know what it is. And then there's my lemon basil. I chopped off that last week. This is my lemon balm. I chopped that down, but you see it's starting to flower. But I definitely want that to come back next year, next season. I chopped down my chives, but they're growing back, as you can see. Then I'm going to chop these off. These are my beets, and I'm going to chop those leaves off and saute those. But I've got a few more beets coming up. Detroit red beets coming up right there. This is a weed. Oh no, it's not. Ooh, leave that alone. That is freaking garlic. Ooh, I almost pulled that up, y'all. Where my hand at? Right there. I almost. Ooh, wait. Okay. So this is what I wanted to show you. This what I've been chopping off these all spring and summer long. Okay, and telling y'all that they were garlic leaves. So I thought. But guess what? They are not. They're freaking onions, man. I don't remember. I really don't remember putting onions down here, but I did a little more investigation and come to find out, look at this. They're not that big, but what I read is when because they all fell over. They fell this way, but I laid them back this way. Um, and then you leave them out for a week or so after they fall, and they're soft down here, so you're able to pull them. But they're not big at all. They're little. I'm in shock. I don't know. I thought they were garlic leaves, but these don't look like onion leaves to me. They're flat. What kind of onion is this? Onion that I'm used to, or maybe it's the green onions, and they're round and they have a juice inside of them. Let me find one. Oh, I pulled that. I don't know. I'll find the onion that I'm talking about. Anywho, this is my tarragon. It's doing pretty good. I chopped some of that off last week and dried it out, and I've got some more lemon basil. I'm gonna have to chop that down, harvest that a little bit. Oh, I got to get in there. There's a few weeds in there. Look at mine. Let me step back. These are my what do you call those things? Sweet potato slips in this bed right here. I put them in this bed and I covered the bed with a tool. Now they are trying to climb up out of here. Look at this. Let me show you right here. They are all pressed up against that tool, trying to get up out of there. But I'm going to have to open this up because I want to pull out whatever that is. And I know that's a weed right there in the middle. But they are doing great. And I planted some marigolds all around the bed, all around the edges, but I only see, I planted them all around here. I only see this one. There's a tiny one down in there. Oh, there's some on this side. Oh, there's even a flower. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Let's see. Right there. There's a flower down in there. So not many marigolds came up. Guess those seeds weren't viable. There's a few on this side. Yeah, there's a few on this side. So anywho, they're taking over on this side as well. They've grown up over the hula hoop and they're pushing the netting up. Nice, nice, nice. But let's go right here. So in this bed is my Swiss chard, which it keeps coming back. You chop and you get more. So I've got to come out here. I don't know if I'm going to do it today, but I got to harvest some of that. And then these are, hold on, get this camera right. These are gone to seed. And I, I labeled them in the beginning, but I don't know. I think it's some type of green. The green, some kind of mustards, the ones that start with M. I don't want to say muscadine because that's great, but some Mizzulu, I don't know, y'all. I'm still a beginner gardener. I don't know it all at all. But look at all the flowers. So I need to at least get the leaves off, get the greens off, and harvest that. Or is that what this is? This is another type of green. So the leaves are getting big. Oh, that is a turnip, I believe. I'll go earwig in there. Earwig. But that's grown up to the top. And I want to keep this covered because I don't want those pesky moths to get in here. But it's pushing through up and bent over this netting. And I got some collars down in there. And I might harvest some of those leaves to get them young and tender. Okay, Nikki? Yeah, to get them young and tender. They'll keep growing. And then there's another one over there that's gone to seed, which what kind of green it is, I don't know. Let me go back here so you can see the other collards. All right, let me go slowly so you don't get dizzy. I think it's a marigold in there. Now that was spinach, and it's gone. It died, but I've got kale in here, and that's doing pretty good. Wait a minute. I don't know. Like some broccoli things coming up, but I didn't plant no broccoli. I don't know. Jesus. So there's the kale. I'm coming on around the mountain here, and I've been pulling weeds already. So I got kale going in there, but look at the seeding. I need to get in here. Pull this what you call this thing that I made? This DIY netting cover thingy thing. Pull that off, and it's so easy. All you have to do is take these off on the side of the bed all the way around and just lift up on it, and it's all put together, and then you can put it right back on. Where I'm going to store these for the winter season, I hope I can get them in my sheds. I don't know. Oh, now let me come over here. I needed to take that tall um netting cage or whatever. I can't think of what the hell you call them, what you make. I had to take that one off and put it over there because, like I said, these needed to get pollinated. Now, this is my eggplant that I overwintered in the house. This one here. And obviously, when I brought it out, it did get a flower pollinated because right there is an eggplant. That color ain't looking right to me. Hold on, that leaf got in the way. Look at that color. It's supposed to be deep purple. Maybe it'll turn deeper purple. But then from the community garden, supposedly they gave me another eggplant. And this is it. So it's got to be a different kind of eggplant because the leaves are different than this one. So it's blooming. Where are the blooms? I don't know if you see them or not, right there. But it needs to be pollinated, right? And this has flowers. This other one, this first one has flowers. Aren't they pretty? But of course they keep dropping off because it's not getting pollinated. So hopefully, keeping this netting off, I can get this bed situated. And with all these flowers on these tomatillas, they can get pollinated as well. And then I've got a few marigolds in the bed around. So this is the onion I'm talking about. So this is what I thought onions look like, the onion leaves. You see how those are round and they're hollow? Those other ones are flat. But that's how much I know. I'm a beginner gardener. I guess there's all kind of leaves to onions, obviously. So those are onions. Yeah, I'm gonna get some of these leaves down at the bottom off. But I need to wait to see which ones I'm gonna pull so I don't be working overtime, taking all these bottom ones off. Anywho, let me keep it moving. Like I said, all this rain, my grass, I just cut it last week. I'm just going, look, look, look. It is awful. It is awful. I got to cut it again, but it's too wet right now. So next week I'll be cutting it. These are chia. I threw chia seeds in here. They're supposed to be beneficial. Do your research. I got to look it up again. I forgot what they're beneficial for. But I just want to see if they grew, because I eat chia seeds in my oatmeal and other things. So I threw some seeds in there. I didn't throw as many in that one. That is some lavender. It's taken forever to grow. And then I put some calendula in this one and calendula in that one. And then we have some more chia seeds because it's a beautiful plant. I have a big one on the front porch, but it takes a lot of water. Now, back here, some type of squash. I didn't label it. I don't know. I don't know. This as well. But this grow bag right here, I actually put peanuts in here. This is not a peanut. But we know that. It's not a peanut. So I don't know what peanut, I'm gonna have to look them up. I don't know what peanut leaves look like. I know that's a weed. And I believe this is a spider. Lord, see that? Oh. Anywho, I'm not gonna pull too much out of here. Maybe these are the peanuts, those little bitty. Let me see my finger so you can see that little bitty thing right there. Leaves are in the way. Right there, maybe those are peanuts. No. So I'm gonna leave that alone. And look, This was I ain't had time to do nothing. Well, not a whole lot, not everything. Tomatilla, right? So this was the winter jug. Look, I never got a chance to take it out of this jug, and this one has been sitting out, and it has been pollinated. It actually has tomatilla starting. I have got to get this in the ground. I have got to get it in the ground. It needs more nourishment. It needs more soil. It's just in that milk jug. Yeah, Lee. All right, let's go over here. Look at all the weeds, man. I got to pull all that up. But this is my asparagus, which won't be ready until next year, but it is growing good. I got to figure out what to do for it for the winter. Probably just put mulch over it. I don't know. Let's go around here to the front of it so that you can actually see some of the asparagus. But I don't think I'm supposed to. Where's my hand? Look at that. I have asparagus, but it's not going to be viable. It's not going to be edible yet. But look at all the weeds in there. I got to get out. So that's my asparagus row. Then I got a ton of marigolds here. I threw seeds just right here, and they came up really good, starting to flower. My strawberries are hit. I got a few strawberries off of it, and that's it. Now this, y'all tell me what this is. I'm gonna Google Lens it. I have no idea. It was volunteer. So my compost bin right there. I was throwing some stuff in the bin, and I saw this group of sprouts, some type of seeds, but they were all sprouting in a bunch. So I took them out of the compost and I put them in the ground right here. I don't know what that is. So we're going to see once we get some fruit or whatever it's gonna. I don't know what it's gonna be, but we shall see. Okay, now let me take you back over here. Sorry if I made you dizzy. Back in this corner, and something's been eating them up. These are some sunflowers. Yeah, they're looking pretty bad. I'm gonna have to trim them up. What is that when those ends get like that? Look at that dark brown stuff. I'm gonna cut those off and see if they'll still grow. I gotta trim that up. This is sneezeweed. It's an herb. If I remember, I'll put the benefits or what it is in the description. But it's growing really, really good. I got that from the community garden. No, I didn't. I got that when I went to get those free trees. They had some what do you call the herbs? Native native herbs, and that was one of them. So I just wanted to see what it was all about. But I guess it needs to be harvested. So I need to do my research and dry it out and see what to use it for. And oh, is this chocolate mint? Let me see. I didn't know how to chocolate. I had time back here. Um, boy, that's strong. Yeah, that's chocolate mint. Oh my gosh. And then I have some, and it's dying out. It's got flowers. Oh, am I showing y'all? Or am I showing y'all the weeds? This is what is it called? I think it's Mexican mint. Or okay, okay. No, no, no. This isn't chocolate mint. So this is all the leaves from the Mexican mint. I'm tripping. That's what's going on here. Yeah. A few weeds. Let me grab that out of there. Grab that out. Yeah, so that's the Mexican mint. I'm gonna have to oh shoot. Sorry, y'all. Harvest some of that. Okay, let's walk this way. Oh, my yard is hideous. Overgrown. So these are strawberries. I got a couple out of there, but they dead and gone. I don't know. I don't do well with strawberries. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'll do a little more research next year. So I got these free anyway. I got these from the community garden, and I'm just gonna try again. Not this season. Now I use these laundry baskets, and I put the potato eyes down at the bottom, as they and covered it with soil. And as they started growing, I kept covering them with soil. This one could use some more soil, so I'm going to top that off. I won't be able to cover because they've grown that tall. I'll put some more soil in that one. This one could stand a little more soil. It only has one plant in it, but I've covered quite a few of them, so they'll bust through. I'm going to top them off to the edge, up to the edge with soil, and then I use this 5-gallon bucket, and I did the same method. Started them at the very bottom, covered them with soil, and let them start growing, and then kept covering them. So that's the end of that. There's my rosemary, my only rosemary, and I hope she survives. I try not to do too much to her. And I forgot what little seeds I put in here. I put something else in here. I don't know if they're radishes. I don't even remember. Look, there's some more slips back there. They just there because I didn't feel like planting no more slips, sweet potato slips. I have too many. And a little raggedy, where is it? Right there, tomato. That's not going in the ground. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I got too many. And this is some more lemon basil, and I've been cutting off that, but it is starting to um flower. Cut those flowers off. Morning glories. Oh, this is my jackfruit. That's my jackfruit. Now, I planted the rest in the ground, and I think only one survived. I kept this one in the container because I want to try to send it to house scrapper, but I don't know how to do that. So I'm gonna let it grow for a minute, and then we're gonna see how I can send it to her. So morning glories. I think that's a pansy. Where's that little flower? Can y'all see it? Yeah, right there. I think that's a pansy, and I think I put some morning glories in there too. I have no idea what that flower is. I just dropped some seeds in here. There's whatever that is, and I dropped some morning glories. This was some tatsoi, and of course something has it had no protection. Something ate all the leaves, and something's eating the leaves here. I just dropped some seeds in there to see if they would grow in here, and they grow. So those are for the bugs. Milkweed. So it says I don't really know what milkweed is. It looks like weeds, a bunch of weeds to me. I think I'm going to pull all that up and use that soil for something else. I believe. Right here are more sunflowers. So they're doing pretty good, but they're getting ate up. And I believe it's those beetles that I saw. Where did I see that beetle? I told you I'll show you how I take care of it. Oh, yeah, but I think that's the type of beetles that are eating on these sunflowers. And then that's my lemongrass. And I've been chopping off of that all season. And it's coming back some more. I got to find that bug if see if he's still on there. And this is, I need my scissors. It's this one here is not doing real well at the bottom. It has, what do you call that? Uh, powdery mildew. And I've sprayed it with milk, a milk mixture. I'm gonna have to spray it again. There was something else hopefully I wrote it down. There was something else that I read or heard that you could treat powdery mildew with. But these leaves down here at the bottom are yellowing, and I've been cutting them off. So I'm gonna have to cut some more off. Even these big ones are yellow. But there's two plants here, and there's some type of squash. Thought I had a tag for them, but no. So I have trellised it, and they're growing up this trellis. But I'm going to, when I get off here, I'm gonna do a little maintenance out here today for a couple hours and take care of that. What do I have in here? Trying to protect it from the bugs and whatnot. It's some type. Oh, candy roaster. This is a candy roaster squash, and I believe it's from Mike. Mike's Chaotic Garden, if I'm not mistaken. But protect that till it gets a little taller, and then I'll take that off and cover it with something else. I'm gonna bring you back here to this little ugly beetle and show you what I do to take care of them. I might damage some plants. I don't know, probably, but I do this. Oopsie, oopsie. I scorch them a little bit with a torch. Get off my plants. Get off my plants. They were on my potato plants last year, and that's what I did. I took my torch out here. Call it cruel if you want to. This is my garden and my vegetables. Y'all get out of here. Okay, where were we? Let's go back. I just want to show y'all what I do. Don't do what I do. Do what you want to do. Do your own thing. And let's keep going so I can get done. Hold on, y'all. Trying to get my scissors as I go along here. Okay, because while I'm right here, I can chop these off right quick. And then I'm going to spray that more with some milk water mixture. Yeah, these got to go too because they're eventually going to turn more yellow, right? So, which one is it? I don't want to get the wrong one. Nope, not that one. Is it this one? That's one of them. And this one. So let's get those out of here. Maybe. Oh, did I not cut it? Oh, I didn't cut it all the way. Hold on. Probably making y'all dizzy because I'm trying to do two things holding this camera. Trying to do something. Holding this camera out is a little difficult. Okay, did I cut that one? I cut this big one. So that is this. Let's get that out of there. And these don't look too good either. See, they're yellowing with the powdery mildew. I'm going to go ahead. If it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm going to cut this one off too. Oh, you know what I just did? Oh, well, it's a wrap. Did I do what I think I cut the plant in half? Oh my gosh. You're doing too much, Tracy. Look, I cut the source off. Oh my gosh. Would you look at that? And it was doing so good up here. I messed up. Jeez, oh Pete's. Let me put these darn scissors down and do this without the camera. Can I put that in the ground? Yeah, Lee, I can't get no roots from down here, can I? I messed that right up. Now, oh my gosh. Well, well, well. Well, that stem right there going all the way up. Wow, Tracy. It's a wrap.
It's going to perish.
Sheesh. Oh, Pete's. Okay, get over it. It's done. Put the scissors down. Put the scissors down. This is some more lemon balm, and some bugs have been getting to it. I thought this was a pest repellent. Something's been eating it, but I have been chopping from it nonetheless and harvesting. And I believe, what did I put in here? I'd be forgetting what I put in stuff. I just try to put some extra stuff in here, and I think these are radishes as well. All this is junk. I never took it out because it didn't look like anything when what do you call it? Winter sowed. They look like weeds to me. They didn't look like what they were supposed to be. I gotta pull all that out and save my soil. I do have marigold that I put in a pot, so I got that. I'm keeping that. Get off me. I don't know what this is. Oh no, it's just in here. Look at that. Something gone to seed, and it looks like wow. I know it's not celery. I don't know. Parsley, no, or like cilantro. Look at those leaves. I don't know what that is. And of course, I can't read. Let's see. It's supposed to be a sweet tomato, but like I said, the things that I planted in these winter sowing didn't come up. Some of them did, some of them didn't. This is my toothache plant. I've never done anything with it. I just grew it just to see what it does, what it looks like this season. Next season, I'll harvest. But l- the leaves are being ate up, and the ants absolutely love this plant. Every day I come out, there's tons of ants all over it. Maybe that's what's eating it. I don't know. So I just let that be. Now I took the top off the carrots, give them some air, grow higher. So we're gonna see. Those are rainbow carrots in that container. Now I have flowers on my peppers. I got this big grow bag. Let me show you. back to the roots. So it's three compartments. So in this one, I planted, I believe, the cherry tomatoes. Did I label it? No. There's a marigold growing in there, and there's a couple peppers in here. And I'm trying to see that I label the peppers. We'll see when they grow. But the tomatoes are coming. The tomatoes are coming. The tomatoes are coming. The tomatoes are coming. So this is one whole big thing, and I gotta post it up a little more because it's leaning forward. So this is another one. This right here is the second grow bag, and so this is another one, and it has tomatoes too. But one of these, I don't even remember. I should have. Oh, I think it's this one. So in this third grow bag, these are, look at the shape. They're pear shaped. So I'm wondering if these are going to be those yellow pear shaped tomatoes. I didn't write it down. But off of this plant, I pulled some tomatoes. Now, tell me, is this what you call? Because I don't know. I'm a beginner gardener. Is this that in rot stuff y'all talking about? So two of the tomatoes look like that. And I said, wow, they haven't even started growing good. So that one and this one is in rot. Let's say at the end, I guess that's in rot. Is that what it is? Y'all let me know. So other than that, they're doing pretty good. Another pepper plant right there. Bags. I had so many slips after planting in that bed. Slips in these plastic bags. I didn't want to throw them away. I might. I don't know if I'm sure I'll get a few potatoes out of there. But I can harvest this to saute the leaves. So there's three bags, plastic bags. The grocery carrying bags, whatever you call them, repurposed bags. And I put those in there. So they're blossoming. They're growing really good. This bed here needs maintenance bad. It has a lot of weeds, a ton of weeds. But it's kind of hard to see through because of the netting. But oh, my jackfruit is growing a little bit. So that's the jackfruit right there. That's a jackfruit. Huh. And then I put leeks in this row. But there's a lot of weeds. And then over here is the biggest jackfruit that I have in the ground. Let me see. Am I on that right? Right there. But I want to keep that one out and see how it grows so I can send it off eventually. Okay. That second row is beets. Right there between these two sticks, that's Detroit beets. And then I don't know what the next row is. Oh, kohlrabi. So I'm gonna have to thin that out. Got kohlrabi in that row right there. And that looks like a volunteer. Oh, some bug is on me. Hold on. Oh, sorry. That's like a volunteer watch or something. I can put that there. I don't know. That row is supposed to be rainbow carrots. So I don't know if you can see amongst the weeds in between. We got some carrots coming up. Lord, this bed is gonna take me a minute. That last row, not last, that row before, right here. I can't see the stick. I don't know what I put there, but something is coming up. I don't know. Radishes, I think. No, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's radishes. And then that back row amongst the weeds, I planted okra seeds, so I don't look like I'm getting no okra, unfortunately. All right, we're almost done, y'all. Let's go here where I put this big one on because I was going to build another cover for this, but since I had to take it off so that my tomatillas and eggplant be pollinated, I just stuck it on top of here. So I've only yet to tack it down on these sides. So I'm gonna do that today. But before I do that, I'm gonna get in here and get the little few weeds out. So I have some cilantro. It is not doing too good, but I have a couple pieces. We'll see if it gets any better. And this is the flower. Oh, get out of here. Oh, the cat scared the daylights out of me. Jesus, sorry, y'all. Okay. Ooh, don't creep up on me like that. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Okay, this is from CC. Celosia coxcomb. No flowers yet. And then I have tatsoi. I finally planted the tatsoi in the ground, and that's doing pretty good. Couple rows of that. There's a tomato plant. Tomato plant. How they got there? They're volunteer. I didn't do them. These are peppers back here. I think I have serrano chili, and then I have, oh, I forgot and I can't read it. I don't know. Some type of peppers. Let me go back up under here. I took a picture of this. I have no idea what it is. So when I took the picture, the Google Lens, it says amaranth. Y'all tell me if that's what that is or what is that. I don't want to pull it. I didn't plant no amaranth. Amaranth, is that how you say it? Anywho, that was some deal. Where is it? Right there. Not doing too good. No, no, just a few weeds in here, so this one will be easy to weed. All right, let me take you out of there. It's hot. So collards, more collards. And I had to take this netting off because I guess before I could get this netting on, one of your little friendly white moths obviously laid some eggs and it got in here and started eating on my collards. I thought I got them all, but I'm going to have to treat this a little more. Treat this with something else. I've got to go back and watch my video or call G Mama to see what I treat it with. I know I used onion water at one point. I think Epsom salt. You don't do them on the same day. Epsom salt water on another day, and there was something else that I did last year, and I got my collards back. So I've got to treat that. Ugh, y'all. I get containers from Growing Hope Community Garden. I got some in the beginning of the spring, and it was labeled red. Red. What does that say? Indian mustard. Red giant Indian mustard. Is that what they're supposed to look like? Because that don't look like no mustard to me. That looks that looks like a nettle or something. I don't know. Or is this the mustard? Y'all, I don't know. I'm just letting stuff grow and we're gonna see what it is. This one is flowering, and that's a tatsoi. So I got another. Oh, that tatsoi is flowering. I'm gonna have to harvest some of that. I didn't realize they'd gotten that tall. So that row all the way down is tatsoi right there. And then this next row, I put turnip greens. And of course, I did it by seed, and so they're coming up, and I'm gonna have to, get some of those out of there, thin it out. So this right here is another one of those plants that I looked up that looks like they said it is amaranth. I'm keeping it in there. I don't know. Then in this row is supposed to be pole beans. So there is one coming up there. Oh, there's quite a few. They're coming up, but there's weeds in there that I got to get out. Okay. It's not a lot of weeds in this one. That noise y'all keep hearing is my pest controller. Keep the pests, scare them away. I don't know if it does or doesn't. Um, so yeah, got to get in there and do that. Now what? Now what? Let's go right here to this table since I'm right here. Don't get dizzy. I don't know what this is. Looks like junk to me. I got a tree that's been ate up, but it was in one of my winter sow buckets and or jugs, and I decided to keep it to see what it is. I'm gonna Google lens it and see what it might be. I'm just letting it grow. We're gonna see. This is mango. Let me get over there. That my grandson planted a long time ago. It is taking forever. I don't know if it's this metal pot. I don't know if I need to repot it, pot it into something else. But it's growing, but it's taking months and months and months and months. I don't know what this other stuff is. I never transplanted. I just don't have time to put anything else out and I don't know what this stuff is. Pomegranate. That's pomegranate. Where am I going to put it? And where's it going to last here in Michigan? I might put it in a big pot. I could at least do that. Put that in a big pot and see what it does. And this is one of my moringa trees. It's coming. It's coming. Robin in the garden. Robin the garden sent me some seeds. Yeah. Look at this busy ant, y'all. Got a whole leaf. Got a whole big leaf, 3 times the size of him. All righty. Anywho, let's see. What else? That's some more moringa. I don't know where those other moringas are. I have 3 more plants that I need to uppot. Uppot. Couple more things. Let's go over this way. This is a lot to take care of. This is work. But if you enjoy it, it's all good. Calendula. Calendula's in the boots on the ground. Wild violas. Did I say it? Viola? Yeah, wild violas. And then my calendula. You got a flower right there. This is a stinging nettle. I cut that down several times and dried it out. Lightning bug on there. Get off. Get off. So I'm gonna need to cut that down again. Use it in my teas. These are more pole beans, and they grow real tall, right? Because they are busting out of the top of the trellis that I DIY'd. They are right at the top of the netting. So I just don't want bugs and things to get at them. But I guess, do I need to take the netting off or try to raise it higher or just let them grow back down? I don't know. I don't want to remove it until it's time to pick some beans. So that's doing really, really good. And I weeded that last week. Chocolate mint. Y'all saw me chop that down. I think y'all saw me. Anyway, I chopped a whole bunch of it down, harvested last week. I believe those are marigolds. But in here is my only. I started some more seeds and they haven't come up. This is my only English thyme that came back. And that's supposed to be some kind of, excuse me, wild strawberries or some kind of, I don't know, another one of these winter things. Pardon me. White strawberries. Excuse me. Right there, like I can get something to drink. Hold on. It's hot out here. Oh. Or we. I planted, what do you call them? Peas in here. They didn't do too good. There's a couple little peas trying to come up. I'm not going to let it worry me no more. And that's my dark opal basil. And I have harvested some of that. And this is another squash. What kind it is? I don't know. I don't know. There might be a tag down in there, but I'm trying to trellis it up. So I'm going to have to get something, tie that up so it can keep going up the pole. I don't see a tag. So let's go to the side of the house and let me show you things. Oh, let me show you something else. No judge's grass. I cut it last week. We got rain, rain, rain. I got to cut this whole thing my doggone self unless I hire somebody to do it. And I ain't trying to do that right now because they're going to charge too much. So today is Sunday. I'm going to get at it next week. Hopefully. I want to show you my trees, how they're doing. This is a cherry tree. So it's doing fair to middling. It's doing pretty good. It's growing. I had someone move them away from the fence because they were too close. I was told by growing out the box. So someone came. I had to pay someone to come and dig holes further away from the fence and replant these. So this is another. This one is bigger. This is another cherry. Another cherry tree. Doing pretty good. So I had 3. I lost one when we moved it. I haven't pulled it up yet. I just want to show y'all that I lost one when I transplanted for the second time. Okay. Then my little DIY container hanging basket of marigolds. And then we have elderberry. I got a lot to do out here. Elderberry is looking good. It's the smaller, one of the smaller. I have two small ones and one is a little larger. I have three of them. And these are my morning glories, which are doing really good in my DIY hanging basket. And then this is another elderberry. This is the biggest one. Let me step back a little bit so you can see. It's pretty tall. These were all planted April 25th. And it comes up to, oh, past my waist, almost to my chest. Okay. Now, if you can see this through the weeds, this is the last elderberry. I have three. Am I on the plant? Let me put my hand there. So, okay. Yep, right here. Okay. Now, y'all look at the storm. I got all this cleanup to do. Branches all over everywhere. Yeah. But let's go back a little bit. Right here. I brought my figs back here, and Jamie is watching them. They are sitting in his equipment. For some reason, I was going to put the equipment on the road, on the side of the road, and I couldn't do it. And that's something. I just couldn't do it. So I put these buckets up here, and I have my fig trees. Like I said, Jamie will go with me everywhere I go, and he will be here to help me create. Call me what you want, but that's what I believe in. Brown turkey fig, doing pretty good. No figs, but it's growing good. This is a Chicago Hardy. Now, these I brought in last year and overwintered them in the basement. So this one is flourishing. It's gotten pretty tall, but no figs. I don't know when I'll get figs, but that's okay. As long as it keeps growing, I'm good. Okay. Now let me swing you around. I don't want you to see too much. Okay, yeah, because this yard is. Well, you've already seen the hideous yard. Some more calendula and this little contraption I made. It's kind of like a detour for the squirrels. They climb up here and think they're gonna get some seeds and mess with this, and there's no seeds up there. Um, all right. Wait, let me put you on pause and go around here. Just now, okay, way at the back of the yard, at the back of the fence, where all the poison ivy and junk is. Anywho, this is my tulip over my waist in height. And then we have more weeds, and we have this one here. This is what? My red bud. Uh-oh. There we go. Red bud. This camera keeps doing some tricky things. I don't know. Now, this one back over in this corner is not looking too good. I think it's, oh yeah, it's dying. So maybe I've lost two. It's not dead yet, but it's on its way. I don't know. That's a plum tree. Geez. That might have happened with the transplant too. It don't look. Why does it keep going? Whew. So here's another plum tree. And it's past my knee. So there's that one. This is another plum tree. It's a little shorter. Something's eating this up. Something likes these out here. Is that plum? No, that's a red. No, that's a plum. That's a plum. I'm sorry. But it's getting up, so I need to treat that. And then, I believe. Oh, Lord. What in the world is going on? I think I walked too far away from my internet. I think that's what's going on. There's no guest. Let me do this layout. Sorry, y'all. What in the world? Wow. Hold on. Let me get this right. I had to come back in to the studio. What am I doing? Wow. I turn this. There we go. Is that what I want? Yeah. Okay. Is it recording? Oh, what's going on? It is recording. She's blacking out on me. Anywho, this is a hazelnut. Let me go to the house. That is a hazelnut. It's not to my knee, and I got one more hazelnut, and it's kind of more bush. Uh-oh, right there. Okay, I'm gonna put it on pause and go to the house. This is on the side of the house with containers. Got some onions in here, but this is my Jersey blueberry that I got last year from Lowe's. It hasn't gotten any bigger than last year. It's just there. It's just there. I don't think I'm gonna get anything. This I don't know what it is. I got it from a house. What do you call it? Where they were selling things at the house, but I got it free. I got that and one other one. And this is my blueberry, one of my blueberries, and we got blueberries coming. You see those? And this is a blue crop. So I got a few blueberries coming on that one. This is another blueberry that I got from Lowe's, and it's got weeds in it. It ain't doing nothing. Same old stuff. I overwintered it, brought it out, nothing. Oh, some blueberries done dropped. Lord have mercy. Oh, get my blueberries for something else. Get it. So this is the Patriot. I need to come out here and check more often. I harvested a couple blueberries off of it, and I see there's more. And a few have dropped down in the soil. Oh, I am being negligent. Let's see. There's more. Oh my gosh, there's so many. There's more in the soil. I gotta get out here more often. I'm surprised that, oh, I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm showing you. I'm surprised something didn't eat them up. Oh shit, shoot, sorry. There was a sloth, there was something on there. What is that? And I picked it up, I don't have no gloves, I don't know what that was. Was it eating on it? Yeah, see, it was chewing on that one. Jerk. Okay, got a couple. Oh, where, right there, got a couple. Another, blueberry, that's no good. I think I'm just gonna be reusing that soil. And this is another plant I got from that estate sale. Don't know what it is, I'm just letting it grow. Now let's come over here. Not a whole lot going on over here. I got onions back that were in that area. Gotta dig them up. I shouldn't have cut them off. I should have pulled them, but they fell over too. And they're little, so there's some left that still just fell over, but there's more in the ground. And then there's weeds. And supposedly I put down brown cherries, but I don't know what the leaves look like. So I don't know where they are. I don't know what that is that something's eating up. There's a lot of weeds here, but there's some stuff I can't distinguish. Like I don't know what that is. This is I hear that damn cat. Okay. You don't live here. Go away. This is it says it right here. Oh, hold on. Would y'all look at this? I'm not feeding you. You better go somewhere. Oh, I put ground cherries. So I put some ground cherries in here, but I'm talking about this plant here, some type of herb. And I thought I labeled it. I didn't. And that is some more, it's some type of mountain mint. And that's another mountain mint right there. Then there, I cut this way back. That was chocolate mint. Then this is hyssop. Hyssop. And yeah, all up under. You see this? You need to go away. I'm not taking care of you. I don't know who you belong to. Then there's some chives in there. Forage. More forage. We've been eating the flowers. I gotta do something with the leaves because it's supposed to be good for you too. Maybe tea, I think. And then there's a calendula. I see a calendula. Did I get that in there? I don't know. Can't tell. The sun is bright. And I believe that's a marigold. It's really, really tall. And it's more orange. And then marigolds are in here. What do you call this? Colosia? No. What do you call this plant? Oh, no, it's not doing too good. And I forgot what the name of that one is, too. They're flowering plants. Okay. All my roses have died off. I hope there's some more buds on there. And then now I got daisies coming in. Sally, Susie. Red Eye Susie. Yeah. Those are starting to blow. A lot of the other things are, this is bad. This is real bad. Anywho, mine nasturtium. Mine nasturtium. And then there's just a couple more up here and I'm done. Now that borage, I've harvested all the leaves. It just has a couple of flowers. I'm probably going to use that soil for something else. Then my dill, which I have harvested some. And then my red Reuben basil. Red Reuben basil. There's another borage. It's doing pretty good. And then these are my baby figs from Martika. These are Martika's babies, but I know these ends. Y'all tell me what's going on with these ends here. She was inside. They were both inside, and I brought them outside. And I don't know if I need bigger pots now or what this is. What's going on? I don't want them to alive. And this is a wild violet. I think I just dug up from outside and put in here. And then this is the what's that chia plant I told you that I had up front. And it takes a lot of water. If it sits out in the sun, it shrivels up, and I have to keep watering. It takes a lot of water. But that is it, y'all. That is it. So that is all. I was going to do some weeding and all that kind of stuff and maintenance. It's gotten hot out here. I think I'm gonna go indoors. It's 12:30. Kind of waited too late. Go indoors and get some of my chores done, some laundry, cooking, cleaning, whatnot. Putting away my things from the pop-up shop from yesterday, and come back out here later this evening when it cools off. I'm hot and sweaty, just taking you around the yard. Thank you for joining me in this tour. I'm doing the best I can. I don't know everything. I'm still learning, but I got things growing on. Okay, and I'm proud about it. And I've been harvesting, and I can't wait to get tomatoes and tomatoes and all the other things. Yeah, eat some good food. Thank you so much. Peace and love, toodles. We'll see you soon. See you next time. Hit that like button, okay? Yeah, I gotta go in and wash up. It's just hot, I'm sweating. Too much information. Take care. We'll see you soon. Deuces. Peace and love. Until next time.